Welcome to another episode of the New 50 Noob. I'm Simple Simon, I'm your comic book noob. It's been a few weeks since I've been to the comic shop, so I thought I'd make another comic book haul video because I dropped $211 today during my visit at Big City Comics, and I figured if I'm dropping that kind of money I should probably make a video out of it. Look, it's for 3 weeks worth of comics, so really it's not that bad. But yeah, look, Mark didn't even give me a plastic bag today. He was just like, take a box. So yeah, I thought I'd do another comic book haul video. This is the $200 comic book haul. Let's do this. Alright, first things first, I picked up another one of these black and white Batman mystery bags. They've released Series 3 recently, and I don't know if you can see, but they're all Batman again, but the mystery villain, rumor has it, is the Joker. So Mark at Big City felt this one up with his grubby little fingers and he reckons this is a Joker. So we're gonna just quickly open this up and see if my comic book guy Mark has special powers, and I'm gonna predict that he does, because that is definitely a Joker. In fact, that's pretty cool. He's got a bit of a penis chin though. Yeah, this is a Jim Lee Joker. This is the mystery figure in the Series 3 Batman Black and White, and look at that. Would you look at that? Alright, let's get to the comics. Got your monthly DC and Marvel previews. I don't often actually read through these enough, but sometimes I do, and it gets me a little bit excited about upcoming titles. What is that? It's like the Supergirl who laughs. Yeah, I still, it's literally been 2 months. I still haven't actually got off my ass and picked up my books and, you know, really caught up on reading. So yeah, I really need to do that. I've just been really focusing on my videos. It's just what sort of makes me happy. So yeah, I've really been concentrating on my videos, but I'm going to take a break soon and really try to catch up on some reading. I'm probably going to cut this title off after I get the first 10 issues, and then maybe pick it up again if I ever start reading it. Web of Black Widow, new miniseries. I believe it's 6 issues, I think. I saw the cover and I was like, oh, damn, I need to get this. And yeah, have a bit of a thing for Black Widow now. So I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get around to reading this, but it might be one of those ones where I wait for the whole miniseries to come out and then just knock it out in one hit. Amazing Spider-Man issue 20, so I'll talk about that. Spider-Man issue 6, City at War. Basically this is the series that I've spoken about in one of my other videos, based on the video game Spider-Man. It was a 6-part miniseries, so this is actually the last part to this series. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take before I get around to reading this. There's so much stuff I need to catch up on. I got the usual Batman, Nightwing, Red Hood. As you all know, I'm a big Red Hood fan, and I'm currently, it's like I am Red Hood. I told everyone when I bought this mask, I spent so much money on it that I want to get my money's worth, and I've been making a lot of Red Hood videos with it, so yeah, I have been getting my money's worth out of it. But obviously Red Hood, issue 37, Red Hood might be actually the first book I pick up when I decide to pick up my books and read again, because yeah, I mean, he really has become my favourite character. Justice League Dark, I talk about that a lot. I talk about it all the time, so no need to talk about that there. Ooh, would you look at that? Now, I believe it was my last comic haul, or one of my comic haul videos, I picked up with the new Gwenpool series. I heard actually bad things about it, but I asked Mark if he'd get me the variants. He actually ordered me the variants. So I got 2 variants there. That is the classic Gwenpool that I like. It's funny because I don't actually like the art in Marvel too much. A lot of it's very kiddie, but for some reason Gwenpool works. I think because Gwenpool is a fun sort of title, I think that sort of style of art really works for Gwenpool. The Amazing Spider-Man, again, I'm like nearly 20 issues behind on this, so I really have to pick this up again. I wish they released more stuff for the game, because I used to, when the video game was new, I used to enjoy reading a couple of issues of Spider-Man and then you know, going and playing the game. Doomsday Clock, obviously the follow-up to Watchmen. If you watched one of my best and worst reads, you'll know what I think about the Watchmen, but I've been collecting Doomsday Clock since it begun. Issue 11 here out of 12. the series has been going on forever, and it's obviously copped a lot of criticism about, like, it should have been done by now. Like, this is supposed to tie into a lot of stuff that was planned for the whole DC rebirth, and it's just been delayed over and over. Again, I've been waiting for this to just come out in its entirety before I catch up on it. But I really hope it's just more grabbing than Watchmen, because for me, Watchmen just was very slow. What the hell? It just recorded me saying, look at this. This series has been going on forever, and it was just listening to me the whole time. How dare you, Siri? Go away. Go away. Right, now Deceased is another book I've talked about quite a bit. So this issue of Deceased, the one that came out, I believe it was this week, maybe last week, this week. A Good Day to Die is actually a one-shot that's part of the series. Now again, for newbies, a one-shot is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a one-off sort of issue, one-off story. But this ties into the whole Deceased story. Another thing that sort of just, I don't understand why they do things like this. It's like, why don't you just, make it part of the story? But yeah, I picked up 4 different covers. I believe that's the standard cover there. You've got the, I believe that's probably a Martina variant, I'm gonna guess. This one here, it's interesting that they've done so many variants for this one, and obviously they've done the classic horror one. I love the idea that they did these. Now this is the book I'm excited about. Most of the Harley Quinn comics I've read are very silly. It's for kids, So, the first story I ever read of Harley Quinn was very dark. It was part of the whole death of the family, and it was very dark, which is what I enjoy. But yeah, Harley Quinn sort of is very silly in her own series. This Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, I believe it's a 6-issue miniseries. The reason I want to read it is because it follows up from Heroes in Crisis. Now, for those who don't know, in Heroes in Crisis, Poison Ivy, spoiler alert, quick, turn it off. Poison Ivy dies. However, she doesn't really die. She comes back as this weird sort of, she's part of the Earth or something now, she looks weird. She scares me now, to be honest. The reason I want to talk about this is because look at these Artgerm variants. Oh my god. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can join it up. Let's see if that works. Oh, can you see that? Can you see that? Is that not a beautiful thing? It is a beautiful thing. Lovely variants. I had to get all 3. In fact, the standard cover is actually, I probably could have left that, but the reason I got it anyway is because this is probably the one I'll read. Well, these will never be read, just going bagged and boarded straight away. Titans Burning Rage was originally a digital only release. I believe they've done a whole bunch I think there's a Superman title, maybe a Batman title as well. I think there's a Tom King Superman, I believe, and Batman by Bendis. I could be completely wrong there, but they basically had a series of titles that were digital only. They're only released digitally, you couldn't buy them in floppy. And they've decided to finally release them. The only reason I picked this up is because Raven was part of this Titans team. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Again, it's probably going to take me a while to get around to this, but the art looks good, so hopefully the story's good too. Again, I haven't actually started this. I don't know if I want to just wait for it all and read, because the first White Knight I actually read all in one go. I had all 6 issues, so I don't know if I want to do that with this, or if I want to just start it, maybe read half and then read the other half. But yeah, Sean Murphy's White Knight was amazing, so Curse of the White Knight I'm sure is going to be just as good. When the first White Knight came out and I first saw the art, I was a little bit on it, but then it grew on me so much. I loved his version of Batgirl and Nightwing. They look amazing. Just picked up a variant, a Red Hood variant, of course, because apparently I am Red Hood now. Although for a true Red Hood fan, they probably hate me because I'm turning him into stupid Red Hood because I'm a stupid Simon. But yeah, I really like this cover. I don't often buy the variants for some reason of Red Hood, but recently I get an email from a certain shop and I go through the list of weekly releases, and that's how I pick my title. So I didn't used to know a lot about the variant covers that were coming out. So now I actually go to Previews World to check out the actual covers that come out each week to know if I want the variants. And I just thought, look, this is a cool cover of Red Hood. I recently watched a video about his new design, and the guy was saying he doesn't think it's going to stick around, it's not going to last, he's eventually going to probably go back to his old traditional helmet and things like that. I really like the new Red Hood design. again, for me being a new reader, I feel like he's my Red Hood, you know? Like, I didn't grow up with the original Red Hood. Don't get me wrong, I love just Red Hood and the way he looked before, but when he sort of changed his look, I was like, you know, anything new in the DC world, in the world of comic books, you know, I like, because it's like, well, this is my beginning for it, you know, like it's the beginning for me and this character. So yeah, I really like the new Red Hood look. I've also mentioned this before, so I'm not going to go too into it, but Spider-Man Life Story, this is the 6th issue and the last, about Spider-Man, following the life of Spider-Man in real time. Every issue covers an entire decade. This is the last one. And yeah, I'm really actually pumped up. I might actually start reading this very soon too. And last but not least, Superman Year One by Frank Miller. Again, I didn't hear good things about issue 1. I have not read it, but I will get around to it. The DC Black Label thing just fascinated me from the beginning. It's just very upsetting about the direction that it went though. So it's kind of funny because like the last 2 weeks, I actually didn't have that many titles to put aside. But when you're like getting, I want 2 covers of this, I've got 3 covers of this, I got 4 covers of Deceased, 2 covers of Gwenpool, like all that just adds up. And yeah, like to be honest, like being a collector is not really that great an idea for your wallet. Anyway guys, just thought I'd make another video today. It's been a little while since I've done a New 50 Noob, so I thought I'd just show off what I picked up at the shop today. Again, like I said, I don't think I'm really good at comic book reviews. I feel like, you know, people will probably enjoy me just showing off comics instead, you know? So yeah, thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Check out my other videos about comic books, about toys. If you don't already know, I've been making a really silly Red Hood series, which crosses over with the world of Pokemon. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, so check out my other stuff. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment, let us know your thoughts on my books. Let us know some of the titles that maybe you recommend. So yeah, till next time guys, as always, keep it simple.